There we go. Hello, and
Hello.
welcome to the world of Entity Point. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have you talked to the blind man? I'm the narrator of this story, detailing to you, the watchers, ever present, and to the players, the consequences of their actions and the world around them. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. Before we begin, so with that out of the way, it's time to take a delve into our current state of mind, beginning with Kimberly McKenzie. So basically, this is a moment for you to explain how your character currently feels and thinks about what happened last time. If you remember.
Confused and angry.
Fair.
Slightly annoyed.
What do you have any thoughts about what occurred?
Um, Potential for just not having to deal with all this possibly seems promising or hopeful might
Huh,
be the better word.
how unfortunate.
Yeah.
Such a funny thought.
It's optimism. I can get behind that. It's optimism.
It's misplaced optimism. Very well. Nam Sanam. How are you feeling?
Uh Pretty mixed for obvious reasons. Um I'm not comfortable knowing that this person that's just hanging out is hiding in the bus. Definitely does not seem like the most hidden location that we could have gotten them to, but it was the best that we had. Nam killed a guy, or yeah, so he's pretty upset about that. Well, Manic did, but semantics. So
Yeah.
he's a little concerned on that, but otherwise, I mean, so far looks like things haven't had repercussions. So just trying to keep in check.
I see. Understandable. Before we begin, do any of the players have any questions? I may or may not answer them, but you can still ask.
Do we know why there's currently one camera less?
No?
Weird way to phrase that.
What cameras are you referring to?
What's a camera?
Okay, not that stupid.
So we just kind of knows Ariel disappeared and like
We'll address that.
so
It's not
not
concerning at
ominous at
all.
all.
It's not a problem, right?
I would never be ominous. Anyway, may I please paint a picture?
Please do.
A flash of blood, a loud scream. You look around. You're in a seemingly endless hallway. You look down. There's blood on your hands. Is it yours? Or someone else's? There's a knife in your hand. It's covered in... It's not blood. Blue. You're not sure. You look around. Across from you, someone is lying on the ground, dead. Did you do that? You're not sure. Thursday, January 3rd, 2020. Nam Sanam wakes up in a cold sweat. What did he just see? Ariel isn't in the sleeping quarters. She never showed up last night. Nam, you were the first awake.
Okay. Definitely wasn't a one and done. The hell was that? It was some sort of blue. Okay. Huh. Few questions. I see that we have an empty bed, so I will go and rouse Kimberly awake. Kimberly? Kimberly, hey? Hey?
Mm.
Kimberly?
What?
Uh, one of us is gone. They didn't come back to bed.
She's gonna look around the room, notice empty bed.
And
So go ahead.
Faye and Oscar are still there.
Right.
Ariel is
Forgot
not.
about this too. Uh, do you think something happened when she was trying to keep them off of us?
I hope not, but with the amount of weirdness happening around here, I think there could be multiple situations. Um,
Um, ooh. So I have a quick question
Yes.
to the narrator. Um, so the other night. How many nights ago was that, anyways?
That was yesterday.
Just yesterday. Okay. When we were rushing to find this person that was from the previous vision, um, or premonition, did the blue liquid from this dream look similar to any of the liquid that was in those vials or containers in that one room that kind of stemmed off in several different
Um,
directions?
not exactly. It might have been a similar color.
Okay. Interesting.
is Nam the only one who had the dream, or did we all have the
That
dream?
was only Nam.
That's what I thought. Just
Yeah.
want to make sure.
For reference, for the in-person group, they get pictures painted that the in-game characters don't get to see. While in this one, you get pictures that Nam gets to see.
So yeah. Do you remember yesterday when after we were, undergoing trial and tests and then the machine kind of broke down and someone had heard that screaming and stuff like that? Yeah, I kind of saw something again, except this time it was just when we were sleeping. Uh, it's a little concerning considering what happened yesterday, uh, and how it came true. So,
God damn it.
You think like a premonition of sorts, or do you think it's just because of what happened yesterday with the
it could
door?
just be from what happened yesterday. Still uh like residual, right? Can't be sure. There's plenty of possibilities, but it wasn't good again, except that it was like I was involved. I was holding this knife and it was this blue liquid all over my hands.
Was it
And
you?
I look, I don't know that yes. but I don't know. If that makes sense. Someone was lying there dead in the room with me. Did I get to see what the room kind of looked like, or was it just kind of dark?
It seemed to be a long hallway filled with white doors.
Like the hallway that we were running through?
No,
Oh, it's a different hallway. Okay.
this one the
It was.
walls were this cyan color.
Oh, interesting. The walls had this. The room that I was in with this person lying dead was like. It was like a hallway almost with white doors and blue walls. It was just strange. I don't know anything like that. I don't know if it was me or manic, but it's I think it's cause for concern. And considering what happened yesterday, this might also be relevant. And that's why I'm worried. I don't know the person that was dead. I hadn't seen them before, or at least I couldn't tell who they were from where I was, but it was definitely more involved than last time. And now that Ariel's gone and we have a certain other friend, uh, things are getting a little weird.
Kimberly's gonna think about it a second and then walk over and poke Oscar awake. Just wake up.
What? What? Hello? Hi.
We might have a problem.
Give me 1 second. Got fucking eye boogers. What? Yes?
She's gonna like over her shoulder point at Ariel's bed.
Well, that's a problem.
Like I said, yes, we have a problem. She played a bit of a distraction yesterday when all that was going down.
Uh-huh.
So, so not great.
No. I'm not sure what you want me to do about it.
Some input, considering your position in all this.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Kind of dropped a hard bombshell on us yesterday. So,
Yeah, and I can't really get you all out if I don't have all of you. Well, you definitely shouldn't go. I mean, it would honestly be a little suspicious if you didn't ask Garrett. Because then he'd be like, why aren't they asking where Ariel is?
I intend to ask.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't get too pushy with it.
Can we get pushy with Charlie? Maybe Charlie knows.
Oh, Charlie's not gonna know nothing. He's one of the lowest on the ladder.
And so that's why he has to put up with us.
Mm-hmm.
So what did he do to piss whoever off to get that job?
I think he was just hired for that job. Which sucks for him.
What kind of cameras are in the sleeping quarters? Any?
That's one of the few rooms that doesn't have any.
Okay. What about mics? Am I able to pick up on there being any kind of mics in the room?
Can you roll use power? Or would you like to spend tokens? Because
Sure,
if
let's use a
you
token.
yeah. So if you use for power, one token counts as a 7 to 9 in terms of rolling. 3 tokens counts as a 10 plus. If you choose to roll, you cannot spend tokens to add to that roll for power.
Gotcha.
So you're fairly certain you're picking up some sort of audio device, but you're not sure if it's from the UEG. It might, or even the facility. It might. Oscar might have something on him, but you're not entirely sure.
Hey, Oscar,
Uh huh.
are you bugged?
Am I bugged? I got checked for lice before I got in.
Listen,
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have audio recording on me. No, I don't work for them. It's to get information, you know?
all right. So, speaking of information, since we left Ariel with Garrett, um, what do you know about him that we might not know already?
Um, I haven't been able to get much information since he got here. I was here before he was.
How long before?
Few years.
Why do you have recording devices? Why are you recording us?
I record everything. It's to get back to Cloud so they get all the information they can.
Is that more benefit or a threat to us?
I'm trying to get you out. How is your voice being recorded a threat if I'm trying to help you?
I'm asking you.
That's not up to me on whether it's a threat to you.
Well, it's because you haven't really given us too much to go off of on actually being trustworthy. Yes, you helped us mildly, but that could just be a ploy. Now we have somebody missing. That's why we have to ask these things. It's because there's not too much that we can go off of.
Okay, that's fair. Well, I couldn't be involved with her going missing as I was with you the entire time until you guys left and I was still back here. You can go ask Garrett, he never saw me. Or Charlie, he was here the whole time. Or back at the, you know.
Can I do one of the connect the dots things?
Sure.
I got 3 of them. Is this person connected to current events more than they're saying?
Current events specifically being Ariel's disappearance?
Yes.
No. So you're like thinking about it for a second. Yeah, his story probably checks out.
Do you think we should be worried that Ariel's missing?
Oh, definitely. Never a good sign.
In the time you've been here, how many people have gone missing?
Usually there's an explanation, but a decent amount. I've been here so long, I don't really remember.
Okay. Do you I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself because I don't necessarily remember every little detail that we discussed from inside the bus. A little here and there between myself and my other self. Um, do you know what any of these colored liquids are or colored vials?
I really wish I did, but that was a different department's job.
Okay. Great.
I was specifically in infiltration, and yeah, they didn't really teach me any science stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Perfect. Great. Um,
If you want us to
eh,
trust you, help us figure out what happened to Ariel.
I will do my best.
do we have anywhere to be once we wake up? Like, are we meant to go report anywhere or do
Just
anything, or are we supposed to wait in here for them to come get us?
um, technically you've awoken about 30 minutes before you're scheduled to, before the alarms wake you up, and then you just go to breakfast at the beginning.
All right then.
Is there anything else about this or what happened yesterday that might help you help us get out of here?
That's not a
Honestly,
very
nothing
hard
in
question.
particular. Nothing happened yesterday. Well, I wasn't expecting anything that happened yesterday. I didn't even know that deaf woman was in here.
I don't really think that she knew she was in here.
Yeah, but I'm sure I can find something in here that can lead you to Ariel or can help you, help me, help you.
What other audio devices do you have hidden around?
Oh no, I just got something on me.
How do you transmit that out of here?
One of the science things, it automatically does it. Some sort of signal.
So how can you be sure that someone is actually hearing, receiving, acting on
I
all of
have
this?
communication with them.
Care to share that little tidbit?
Would you like to talk to them?
Yes.
All right, they might not be too happy, but you know, who cares? You see him reach into his pants and he pulls out this small radio-like device, and he hands it to Kimberly.
Before we get into all this, do you think we can trust her temporarily? Kind of like gestures towards Faye.
She's harmless.
All right. I'm gonna look at the device in my hand.
Yeah, it seems to be an abnormally small radio with a little antenna.
Am I able to get any vibes off the device itself?
No.
So, do I have to put in some sort of like code or series of buttons, or do I just this one?
Oscar goes over and points at the button. You press that one to talk.
Care to introduce us?
This is Agent Larson. Contacting Stronghold. Please respond.
The notes begin.
Uh-huh.
I have like half a page. It's fine.
Already?
It's funny to
Details.
me that his agent name is a fucking crime. You know, it's fine. Good old Agent Larson over here. Larson at large.
What did he call the other end?
Stronghold.
Thank you.
A deep voice responds. Larson, this is codename Concrete. What's your 20? Your 20. The specials inside the facility would like to speak to you. There's a few moments of silence. They want to what? They would like to speak to you, sir. Oscar hands it over to Kimberly.
Press the button. Hello.
Hello.
We've recently made a new friend. And he said some things. And I just want to know that he's being honest with us. What are your goals and motivations for us?
To break you out of that prison you're in.
And the motivation?
The motivation is to do good. The UEG is evil, and you are human beings who don't deserve to be trapped up and tested on like lab rats.
Without pressing the button. Nam, do you have any questions for him?
No.
So press the button again. So here is the current dilemma that we have. One of us has gone missing. And Oscar says that's not a good thing for this whole plan of yours.
Our plan is to get all of you out, so yes.
What do you know about this facility that might help us find our friend?
Depends on what they chose to do with her.
Meaning?
Some specials get taken off to be tested on until they die. Some they deem valuable enough to keep alive, but in some kind of simulation. Keep them docile.
Where would we look for both of those possibilities? I think I know what you mean as far as the simulations, but
Well, if it's tested, I'd say goodbye to your friend. If
Here,
it's not,
run.
you froze for a good
Oh.
5 seconds there.
Did I?
Oh yeah.
What was the
Yeah.
last thing?
You were stuck looking down.
You hadn't started talking yet, I don't think.
Okay. He said, "Well, if it's
Oh, well.
if they're getting tested on, I'd say goodbye to him already because they're too far gone. But if it's the simulation, they're typically kept on the lower levels."
What kind of card access?
Well, based on what Oscar told me, you already have some access to that area.
Ask him if the people that are being tested are the ones with the headgear thing.
Yes, those would be the simulations.
I didn't realize you could hear me. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I would look at lower levels.
You think that's what we ran into yesterday? Nam?
Yeah. Considering what he said, the fact that they. But then why would. If it's supposed to be a simulation, why would the room explode with sparks? That doesn't make any sense.
Is there a failsafe on the simulation devices?
We haven't been able to directly access them. I can't tell you. I don't know.
Right, so Oscar didn't think he had any other information he could tell us as far as Garrett. What about you?
A little bit more. But for that, I'm going to need you to roll influence their actions. Which I'm sure you're really good at.
I don't think so.
If
That was
I'm
sarcastic.
if I'm able, could I encourage coincidences to occur? Like maybe this guy had a really good day and he's kind of feeling more joyous. Can I use a positive version of Jinx to help a character, giving them one forward?
I mean, that is an ability you can do with Jinx. You just have to
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, I sure do. It's a
Because if you
spirit.
fail, I get to hold 2 over you.
No, look, I don't want to. Don't you jinx me here, all
That's-
right? It's fine.
That's the point
It'll
of the
go
game.
great. Where the hell did my D6s go? Out of scaredness, they're like hiding in the corner of my dice thing.
Gremlin cat.
Look, the moment I started rolling these, he immediately woke up. Like you could see him getting up right now. He was past that. That's an amazing number. That is a 13.
A 13. That means you hold
6 and a
2.
5. I'll help a character, giving them one forward.
Okay.
Uh,
You can save it
can I
for a different
hold the
time.
one? I'll hold the one then.
So you get an extra +1 to this influence their actions roll. I hope it
Ooh,
works
that
out.
cancels out the -1 I have to charge.
Hell yeah!
Positive jinxing.
All right. Let's see. 7.
Okay. 7. They'll do the bare minimum.
Well, that's what we need. There's really only a bare minimum of in general here. Wow, the one actually mattered. That was.
Yeah, because if it did, if
It would've been
she
a
still had that -1, she would have gotten a 6.
I was like, I'm gonna do the bare minimum myself. 1.
Because if she had gotten to 6 this time, she would have made him mad.
Well, also not a terrible thing to occur.
I'm surprised I haven't done that already.
Just give it a couple more minutes.
Yeah. So you ask, and he goes, Dr. Wayne Garrett wasn't always a part of the UEG, but they found out his daughter had powers, and so they forced him into his position.
Where's his daughter now?
We're keeping her safe.
So she's not here.
No. The UEG thinks they still have her, and so does he.
So I take it you don't want us to say anything.
I would really appreciate it, yes.
Trust is a two-way street.
Do
While
I
they're
need to
discussing, I'm gonna pull Oscar aside.
Okay. So they're
Uh,
talking.
So I don't want to interrupt them. They seem to be having their kind of thing going. Um, you've been here a long time. Have you ever seen a hallway that has
Many.
like right? No, I understand that. That has blue or like cyan walls with white doors.
No.
Does that sound familiar? That's not a good sign. Okay,
No
thank you.
idea.
That's all. And then I will pull him back to the conversation and stand there silently.
As Oscar is thinking, why is he asking why if I've seen a hallway before? Yeah.
I mean anything.
I have done as much as I possibly can to gain your trust over this radio.
It's very much appreciated. And like I said, trust is a two-way street. We'll keep your secret. Keep your promise, or goal, as it were.
The plan still has not changed.
I'm grateful for that. Do either of you have anything else to add, say, question?
Mm-mm.
Oscar walks over to the radio and kind of presses a button. Hey, 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 Concrete. Hey, Concrete. Oscar, please don't. Is your refrigerator running? Just static on the other end.
We don't have refrigerators here.
I love doing that. Drives him crazy, though.
I understand why.
Alright.
Interesting.
Is there
I
anything
didn't know
else
that
I
Garrett
need to
had a
do?
daughter.
I didn't either.
You've been here for. All right, I'm not gonna dive into that.
I don't ask the
Um,
man about his personal life. He never tells me anything.
Well, that's not the real question here. But
I think the
you know,
real question is, where the hell is food? I'm hungry.
It's
Same place it
roast-
usually is.
I was
Damn,
gonna
you're
say,
probably
for
right.
sure it's
Oscar goes
For sure
over
it's
and
cute.
shakes Faye. Wake up, Faye, it's time for breakfast. And she's just, okay. And Oscar just strolls out of the room. She just shakily gets up. Good morning.
morning.
His morning. Yes. I'm gonna lean over Nam. So we just have to act normal long enough to get out to the courtyard, get that key card out of the bus.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey Faye,
Uh-huh.
kinda seemed like Charlie was watching you yesterday.
He watches all of
Admiring
us.
even. Differently.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. Before I follow my scheming, uh how old was Faye again?
She is 19.
Okay, cool.
You just had to make sure. You weren't making
Just wanted
Charlie
to
out to
sure.
be a pedophile.
Whoa, who's making these assumptions?
Based on what she was saying.
Sounds like the
I'm
narrator.
just trying to
doing my thing.
avoid the awkwardness
Yeah, legal
if I was
laws. It's fair.
misremembering ages.
Look, I'd say it's fair.
I think maybe when we go out to the courtyard today, you should try and talk to him a bit.
I don't like talking to anybody.
People do suck, so that's fair.
Always be worse.
You could talk to us constantly.
I barely do that.
Like you said, it could be worse.
I could.
Look. Go ahead.
Yeah, it could be. I could be forced to talk to Dr. Garrett all day.
That's probably what's happening with Ariel. So we should probably, find her.
What's
Well,
going
I
on
mean, I
with
guess-
Ariel?
She wasn't here this morning.
Yeah.
Garrett probably did something to her. She broke his hand yesterday.
Excuse me.
Really? Hmm.
She's just looking down, and her eyes widen a little bit as she realizes you didn't know that. Yeah.
Check my notes. If I recall.
There was some alarm going off on his watch, and she slammed the lunch tray on his wrist, and I'm pretty sure she broke his hand. And then he took her away.
Do you know which direction he took her?
He just took her out of the cafeteria. I didn't follow him or anything. I didn't want to get in trouble.
Around what time was this?
It was around lunchtime. So it was around the time that you guys were doing your thing.
Is that you saying that or her saying that?
Me.
Okay.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, oh shit, she knows.
I try my best to differentiate the voices, but it's really hard when I don't have the
Well, it's
voice of a
lunchtime, so-
teenage girl. I don't know if you know that. I don't have the voice of a teenage girl.
A little hard to tell, be honest.
Yeah.
little difficult.
Thanks, Tyler.
I think you just got a better voice changer. This is actually your voice.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that she's had a violent outburst, though. So I could believe it.
What led up to that?
He was just talking to him for a while, and then an alarm started to go off on his phone, on his watch. And at first she asked me to use my power on him. And I did. So he didn't see the watch for a minute. But then eventually he was going to, so she broke his wrist.
Did he seem like he wanted to hurt her?
After she broke his wrist.
Did he drag her out of there alone, or were there guards involved?
No, the guards grabbed her.
All right. So we want to try and find her. Is Oscar still in the room?
Oh no, he left.
Okay.
He left like 15 minutes ago. After he aggressively woke up Faye.
Aggressively.
Let's go get food, I guess, and try and figure out if we can help her still.
Now, this is a question for the narrator. The person that was lying on the floor dead, it didn't look like Ariel, did it?
No.
Could I tell who? Okay, I didn't think so. Could I tell what if they were feminine or masculine?
You are not sure.
Sounds good. All right then.
Gonna use other connect the dots.
Okay.
When will the next critical event occur?
Based on all the signs you're looking at, you have in front of you, most likely something based on what you can deduce. Whenever you guys get to the courtyard,
What is the order of our day? Do we eat, then go to the courtyard, and then go to testing? Or do
normally
we
you go breakfast, testing, then courtyard.
Normally. We'll see how today's
Yes, normally.
Alright,
But based on yesterday's events and the fact that the machine is broken due to circumstances.
Still broken? Man, I didn't realize just how strong these things were.
And that's broken from what I heard the machine screaming,
Yes.
not from later in the day. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Do you
I
head
don't have a
off
great
to
feeling about today.
breakfast?
I don't have a great feeling about today, but I guess we're not going to get anywhere else just standing around.
Yeah. Probably within our best interest to move. Honestly, I'm feeling a little hungry. I think I'm gonna definitely, considering we skipped lunch yesterday, probably a bit hungry.
Bird.
And so you head off to breakfast.
Word.
They have French toast today.
Ugh.
Excuse
Is it-
me?
Like,
He froze on French toast. He's thinking about that toast.
No, the last thing I heard was, ugh.
Yeah, no. And Courtney was asking if it's like the normal bread, like
Or if
loaf
it's,
of
like,
bread French toast, or
the
the thick
chunky.
one, the English French toast.
Is it good French toast or not good French toast?
Is it good French toast or high school French toast?
Honestly, I enjoy French toast. I don't care how good it is. It's high school French toast.
Oh, it's worse. Even
Really?
worse.
So do we usually get like butter and like whipped cream and syrup and fruit and
Who the hell's putting whipped
What
cream on
fruit?
French toast?
you
It's a
said
Midwest
it
thing.
you said it was okay, so that's more like college French toast than high school French toast. It's fine.
Look, I've seen those college videos of the person making, what is it, beef Wellington in his college dorm room. They can get pretty posh.
To build your own French toast bar. They had some weird options there.
That is very
now
true.
you get
you make a very
get
compelling
syrup in the toast.
What kind of syrup? It's a blueberry syrup.
Maple.
It's low fat. It's low sugar.
It's sugar-free maple syrup. It's awful.
Is it butter or is it an off-brand of butter that may not be butter?
I can't believe it's not butter.
What? What did you just ask that?
Trying to ask if I can't believe it's not butter without using the brand name.
It's good God, it's not butter.
My lord, is this butter?
It's not butter. That's the brand name.
I can't believe it's not margarine. It's
Butter?
amazing.
I doubt it.
Butter, I doubt it.
I like that.
That would be a brand.
like
That
that
would
a
be a
lot,
brand
actually.
name.
That's awesome.
I love that. It's really good.
Yes, I'd like one piece of
Love
French
it.
toast.
Love it.
All right, I'm done sidetracking.
Are you done asking me about breakfast? It's so
Yeah.
important
Enjoying
what you
breakfast.
eat.
Enjoying breakfast.
Now I'm hungry. Thanks, Courtney.
I'm not.
You're the one who said either eating desserts.
I'm just eating cookies, but now I want French toast.
I was eating cookies. No, my French toast.
Quote that. Anyway, you have all gotten your food. Oscar is sitting alone at a table. He has already eaten like 5 French toasts.
Jesus, calm down, guy.
He's hungry, okay?
He ate.
And he's eating more.
Good lord.
All right, make sad high school French toast.
I will eat it begrudgingly.
You think this facility would get you good French toast? You're crazy.
Well, the fact that they got French toast as the meal or as the breakfast is a problem with me. So
They probably didn't even put cinnamon in it.
cinnamon.
Who the hell
going-
puts cinnamon in
we're
French
Cinnamon
French
French
toast?
toast is
this topic.
delicious.
We're avoiding this topic because clearly you're a lunatic. So That's why
Who's
you're
the
in this
real
position.
manic
How do you
here?
season your French toast?
I don't eat French toast. I think it's gross.
I've never put cinnamon on French toast.
You
In
don't
all
put
honesty,
it
though,
on it. You put
I've
it
heard of
in
cinnamon.
the egg batter, and you mix it up.
That sounds
And
disgusting.
we're not doing the cinnamon challenge with French toast.
Let's
Are
not
you
talk
not?
about this anymore. This will be the entire session if we don't.
I'm
Um,
enjoying my French toast, and my intention is to then go and talk to what was her name? It was I got it in my notes. Hold on, give me a second. I for once actually keep notes because this
What?
character does. I know this character actually keeps notes, or at least has a brain. Persephone.
She would not be in the cafeteria.
No, she's in the bus in the courtyard.
Correct.
So that's where my intention is I'm gonna eat quickly so that way I can go to the courtyard to talk to Persephone.
Won't she
Before they
kick our
try to
butts if
figure
we
it
call her by her full name?
She might.
Persephone Lord.
No. She might kick your ass if you call her Persephone.
Isn't it Seth?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because I believe the
I-
very first interaction you had was Persephone Lord. God fucking damn it! Don't fucking call me that.
I don't know if I called her that, but I think Courtney called her that.
I believe she
Or Kimberly.
did. Actually,
I don't
So-
have that in my notes.
Nam will
Probably.
eat as fast as he can without
Without throwing up.
throwing up and choking, and then be like, "Okay, I'm done," and go over to the courtyard. Well,
If he dies, he'd be toast. French toast.
But I'm
Nam
not
isn't
French.
French. Idiot.
Is that canon?
Bleh.
It says canon that he's not French.
Yes, he's canonically not French. He's Canadian.
Well, then why part
Only
of
thing I ate. Anyways, avoiding the topic of French toast for like the 8th time.
Yeah. So Nam goes out into the courtyard. Charlie's out there. Early today, are we?
Yeah, the thing is that I've never been too keen on breakfast, and I don't know, my stomach's been kind of in a tizzy, so just wanted to come out here for some fresh air,
It's
some
fresh
green.
enough.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be here.
No, I know.
Always am. You go over to the bus, which is unfortunately closed.
I will attempt to open it, I guess. Is there a way to open it from outside?
I don't believe buses are very easy to open from the outside.
No. I will go around the backside of the bus. Is there a camera facing this side or anything? Or I'm just trying to get out of sight of Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
so that way I can touch or knock on
thought-
the window.
I thought the bus was in a dead zone.
It wasn't a dead zone.
Oh, perfect. Then I'm just getting out of sight from Charlie, and I'm gonna knock on the window.
And you see Steph pop her head out and see you.
Okay, good. You're still there. Hi. Good. How'd you sleep? Are you recovering?
I can't really hear you.
Do you want to open the door then?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, open the window. Lift the window. Just-
And she pops one of the windows open. Oh, fresh
Oh,
air.
good. Glad to see you fresh. Glad to see that you're awake. How'd you sleep? Are you recovering well? Do you need anything?
I slept like shit. because
That's
I
fair.
slept on the floor of a bus.
Yeah.
I'm recovering, I guess, the best I can.
Something.
And I'm really hungry.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah. Didn't think that it. Okay. Yeah. No.
Do you
Do you
know
have
how to
any?
open the
Do you have
door?
any allergies? Yeah. You pull that lever there, and you kind of swing it out. The metal beam, the bars will like kind of put smush together, and that pulls the door.
And the door opens.
Right. I forget that you've been here for. Have you seen a bus before?
Yeah, I've never worked with a bus. I've never opened the door before. I've been on
You've never
many
ridden a
buses.
bus?
I've ridden a bus.
How do you not know?
I never paid attention.
Look, I just needed to go into the bus so I can ask you a question. That's all.
Okay.
And I'm going to go inside the bus. And I will close the door, showing her how to close said door.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you food. You have your blankets. Try to, rest as much as you can. You're probably very, I shouldn't say malnourished, because obviously you look fine, but, you've been in that get up for some time. But, do you know anything about like a, like a cyan or blue hallway? Does that sound familiar at all to you?
Uh-huh.
Do you know where that would be?
Um, Up there in your mind, in your head. That's where it is. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, that's where it is.
Wait, wait. What?
There's some thing in everyone's head that connects all of them. Some hallway, I think. It was never fully explained to me. I've been there once.
How'd you get there?
Um, One of my friends could get there. If you know
Uh,
how to get into your head, just find a door. Go through it. I don't know if that's how it works. I'm pretty sure you have to have some sort of fancy ability to open the door, but cuz I never I don't know. I'm not the right person to explain this. I don't really know any of this.
okay. Yeah. No, that's great. Was your friend that could do it here as well, or
Uh,
no?
sure, I don't remember the past 30 years, so no.
Okay. No, yeah. Right. You wouldn't know that. Okay. Um, Sorry, you're kind of blowing my mind here, talking about, the blue hallway is in my head. Is it blue for everyone? Can everyone see this blue door or this blue hallway?
I think you only I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you have to have some sort of thing to even see the door out. Everyone's mind looks different to them.
You're telling me. Okay. Uh, I will say thank you, though this has only really left me with more questions and no answers.
It's okay. I don't have
Okay.
any answers for you.
hmm I'll find out if I can sneak some food for you. It was French toast. You wouldn't want that anyways.
Great.
Um,
Good French toast or like high school French toast?
it was like high school French toast.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
It wasn't even. It was. I'm pretty sure it was white bread as well.
I see.
Wasn't anything fancy, like whole grain or anything like
I've
that.
never eaten anything fancy, so.
Well, I mean, considering 30 years ago, yeah, you know. Um, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Just gotta breathe. Just gotta breathe. Okay. I'm gonna open the door. Make sure you close it behind me.
Okay.
Look. Also, close that window. And
Fine.
I'm leaving.
She'll close the window and close the door.
Perfect.
Kimberly, are you
Just as
doing
planned.
anything in the cafeteria?
Finishing up eating, keeping an eye out for Garrett.
You don't see Garrett.
Are there any guards that I have annoyed previously in this room?
There are guards. Yeah. You've probably annoyed them before.
Are there any close to the exit door, like heading towards the
Yeah.
courtyard? I'm gonna casually stroll that way and do one of those, like, start to walk past them, stop, take a step back. Hey, and insert name of guard here.
Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, friend.
Hello. Can I help you?
Probably.
Great.
Hopefully. I was just curious where Garrett was.
He's preoccupied. Got caught up with something.
Something.
I don't know. That's what he said.
So he doesn't have any kind of like substitute activity for us today after
Nah.
stuff went to shit yesterday.
As far as I know. My job's supposed to stand here, so.
And you're doing an excellent job of that.
Thanks. And your job, and he looks at his watch, is to go to the courtyard, and you're doing a really bad job at that.
Well, you're being very hostile.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a very non-hostile man.
Keep telling yourself that, and she's gonna keep walking.
That's what I tell myself in the mirror every day. That's what the
Look, don't
doctor
mention the
said.
mirror.
Over your shoulder. You're not listening to yourself then.
Damn. Damn. Roasted.
You walk into the courtyard as Nam is leaving the bus. And Charlie is just leaning against the wall. His eyes are a little closed. And oh, hello. You're here too. Welcome.
I was told I needed to be successful at what I was told to do today. Because, you know, I love following the rules.
You know, if you weren't in here, you should be a comedian. You're pretty funny.
Yeah. Could have been a lot of things until I was kidnapped to being here.
I just work here, man. I don't know what you want me to say. Were you kidnapped? Is that what you tell yourself?
What would you tell me?
I would say you were lawfully detained.
On grounds created by
The government, yes.
questionably lawful.
I mean, if the government
Action.
makes the law and the law says you can do it, then yeah, it's lawful.
Awful lawful.
My job isn't to give opinions on the law.
What is your job specifically?
My job is supposed to stand here and make sure you guys don't do anything that causes problems.
You do a great job of that.
Uh-huh.
There's like just enough sarcasm.
God. Teen angst over here.
So if you're supposed to keep us out of trouble, that means you're supposed to keep an eye on all of us, keep track of us.
Uh-huh.
Why was Ariel missing from her bed today?
She's getting punished.
Why?
Well, she broke the Dr. Garrett's hand.
And should we expect her to
I don't know.
show back up?
At some point, probably. That would make sense.
Why?
I don't know. They don't tell
Why
me
would they?
things.
They tell you enough to say why that makes sense.
That makes sense because she's not she's not getting killed, so she could come back. That makes sense.
Oh, maybe.
What?
Welcome back.
Oh, he's back.
Damn it.
He's back.
The thing is, you
Your head was-
guys will keep moving
Can
as if you
us?
hear me.
So do we need a signal for when you freeze up? If you
It's
can't
like
hear us?
sometimes you aren't moving, so
So we got like because
Yeah, it cut off right at the because.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
how he knows
Oh, like
or what makes him
because
say what he
since
said.
she's not getting killed, she could come back. Does that make sense?
So they're not killing her for what she did.
Nah. Why would they do that?
Why do they do half the stuff they do around here? Charlie?
Because they're scientists and they do that. They do weird stuff all the time.
Fair point.
And I'm a guard, and my job, and all I do is stand here. And sometimes walk around. But that's about it. My job isn't to answer weird questions about things I don't know.
But isn't it much more fun and entertaining that way?
Maybe, but not when you're the one asking the questions. Maybe
I
if
mean, I
Nam was
could-
asking the questions. He's typically nice about it.
is he walking over?
If I saw you, probably.
Hi, Nam.
Oh, hi.
Perfect timing. She puts her arm around him. Charlie said that he loves talking to you.
Oh, that's
Those were not
that's
the
a nice
words I
compliment.
said, but I like talking to him more than you.
Well,
He's
that's
also very rude.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You
sound
knew
very
that.
nice. Well, yeah,
I'm
but I
not
mean,
getting paid to be
you're-
nice.
You're also
He
not
also
getting paid to
said
stay
that
asleep
Ariel's.
either.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
He also said Ariel will be back soonish.
I have no idea.
But she's okay, right?
I have no idea. I don't know. Frankly, if there's one less of you to deal with, I'm fine with that.
Now that's beyond rude and just mean.
Okay. Thanks for your input. It will be stored up there. We'll take it to heart.
Well, at least she's coming back.
Yeah.
That's the key takeaway.
Probably.
So, Kimberly, let's just go and relax then. Wait until they're ready for us, I guess. I know that we're just supposed to be in here until they're ready, but don't really know where to go from there.
Nam,
Mm-hmm.
can you please roll spirit?
8. 6 plus 2.
Brilliant. Nam, you find yourself in the interrogation room. Sitting across from you is not Manic. This dark, shadowy form, seemingly made of black, silky smoke. These two pure white eyes staring at you.
Okay. So I don't think introductions have been made. You can go ahead and start since you're kind of invading my personal space. Um,
It continues to stare silently.
mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm. Do you know how to get to the room that's cyan? The hallway?
You see as
Blue color?
its head slowly turns all the way around and looks at the door directly behind it. And then it
Hey.
turns back to stare at you.
Mm-hmm. Uh, is there something that you want? No, cool, great. I'm gonna go now.
Open the door.
Uh, can I roll like I don't know what is read a stressful situation sounds
Yeah.
pretty useful here. Uh, that's what a cognition. What's my cognition for Nam here? Uh, ooh, +2 for Nam. That's pretty good. Ooh, that's a crap roll though. That's a 5 in total. I got a 1 and a 2 on those dice.
Um,
Man, I really am not vibing with that one.
on a miss, you misread the situation.
Uh-huh.
The best thing for you to do is probably to run out that door.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like this thing. Uh Definitely kind of panicking, definitely kind of stressing. Whew. Yeah, so I'm gonna run from this room, but my first inclination would be to leave this stressful situation, which would be the door behind me,
Correct.
right? So I'm gonna turn and run for that door, not the door behind
Okay.
them.
So you open the door and enter.
Uh-huh.
And as you're doing that, Kimberly, out in the real world,
Suspense.
Nam is like just you know the face he's making,
Mhm.
and Charlie's like just looking at Nam for a little bit. I wasn't paid to deal with Manic today, but I guess I will.
You
Hello.
prefer me or Manic? Since you're ranking
Manic's
us.
not murderous. Is murderous. You're not. But honestly, he might be
That
more
you
fun
know
to
of.
talk to.
He
I'm
does
glad he
have
finds.
+1 charm.
I'm glad you find the murderous rage being whatever he is to be better company.
Yes.
So here you go.
Oh no, please don't. So, you just push Nam towards you, and Charlie's just kind of holding him as he's standing there in a daze. What do you do?
Um, Good question. I wish I had an answer,
I wish we had.
but I don't
You wish we
currently.
had a Karish here who might know what something to do.
Um,
In that case,
is
I'll give
Faye
you
Got
time to
around
think.
yet?
No, not yet. I'll give you time to think as we switch back over to Nam. Smash cut. Nam falling
You
through a
said
door
Nam.
into a long, seemingly endless cyan hallway. Thud. Face first on the ground, on the floor.
Oh no. Okay. Uh. Ooh. Is the door like still behind me, or did I fall down?
You see a white door behind you that says Sanam Nam with the numbers 1A or 1B, number 1 dash B above the name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look at the other doors and see if I notice
They all seem to
anything.
be in alphabetical order.
Nam. From left to right?
They're all of the names you see are C or last names start with the letter C.
Eh. Let me see here. Do I, in my notes, have my good old, trusted old pals' names in their last names? Because I don't believe I do. Hey, hey. Ooh, ooh. Now that's interesting.
What?
That M would be relatively close to NA in some fashion. MI is still like
Unfortunately, your
middle.
last name is C.
Fuck! I can't
Your last name
remember my
is
own name.
Sinam.
Shit, I'm very far from everything. um, okay. A little bit of some panic. I'm gonna try to open my door again.
The door opens.
What do I see inside? Do I
You,
see
s-
that
you
conference
see
room?
the interrogation room, but the shadowy creature is not there.
Cool. Against every fiber of my being, I'm gonna step back into my interrogation room and close the door.
Okay.
Things are okay. Things are chill. Nothing's happening.
The door across from you opens and you see Manic walking in. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna go through that door over there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but I'm kind of having a nervous breakdown right now.
Mm-hmm.
So is mm, do you mm, have you seen a blue hallway
I mean,
when you
because I've seen it because you've seen it.
okay? Um, this is gonna be weird,
Uh-huh.
and tell me if I'm wrong. Try to open your door again and tell me if you see a blue hallway.
Okay. You see, he opens his door and sticks his head out. I do not.
I'm gonna open my door.
You see a hallway.
Okay. I feel like this was going to happen anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go running down this hallway.
Okay.
Uh,
Does that mean
yes.
fuck
Yes.
yeah? Have
Okay.
fun.
And I
Please
will
take
open
your
the door,
time.
and I will close the door for now on the other side in the blue hallways.
All right. Now in the real world, Manic, Charlie is holding you.
With like a quick just tinge of the neck.
Oh, hello, Manic. I was wondering when you would be here.
Hi there.
Hi.
This is I'm gonna take just gingerly move his hands away from me here.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch you anyway.
Mm-mm. I have some stuff to discuss with a friend of mine here. So
Okay.
best that you
I'm not moving.
good.
I'm staying right here.
I'll hold you to that.
Okay.
Kimberly darling, let's go talk real quick.
She'll shoot him a little bit of a look, like glare, but like she'll return it.
All right. So I've been listening in, kind of keeping an eye out, noticing Nam with his kind of hysterics.
Yeah, given the fact that Ariel wasn't in her bed today, I was wondering if you were gonna make an appearance.
Yeah, that already set him off a pretty good amount. I'm sure she's fine. She can handle herself. What's a couple tantrums here and there? The big thing is that someone else is up in here.
Is that
New
unusual?
person. Never seen it myself. Tried to keep it on the down low because yesterday was feeling something. Feeling a little weird. This time someone was there. And Nam saw him. It's like a shadow person. Yellow glowing eyes. And Nam is, well, he's been ranting about that blue hallway. He's in there right now. He was going to tell you that Seth inside, there, uh, said that this blue hallway is like, it's in everyone's head. You get there by having an in, like a punch card, basically. You got someone who can get there, you can get there. Or you have some kind of way to do it yourself. Now, this shadowy person, he's trying to get through these doors from the sounds of it. And, well, to put it lightly, I don't think that it's good if he does.
On a scale of you to disastrous, where are we talking?
Well, I mean, that's such a small scale. Um, I don't know, really. I would say probably close to me levels. I mean, I know Nam talked about how the dead person in the hallway. Um, so I'm not sure how to kind of react to this extra influence.
The dead
I'm
person in the
lost.
hallway wasn't one of you, was it?
Couldn't
Do you look
tell.
the same up in there?
We do. We look identical. So I couldn't tell who it was. I don't think it was me. Because in my honest opinion, I wouldn't hurt Nam. He is the sensible one, right? But the big thing is that I'm the one that influences Nam. It's my responsibility and job to do this, not this other thing. So currently, I'm at a dilemma because I can't get to him.
You can't go
I can't get
in the
to this.
hallway?
No, I can't. I can't go to the hallway. I tried checking. It's not there for me. Nor was being in the room with this other thing. And if I'm honest, that sends me into a boiling rage. I'm upset. And I want to just get back there, but I can't. So I don't really know where to go with this. My best bet would be Ariel, but she's not here. So I guess, in a weird twist of fate, I've come to you for, what is it? A sense of reassurance, I think is what it is. What do you think we can do in this situation?
Well, my first plan of action was to get the key card and then go break some rules.
Perfect. Let's do that. You can definitely be the key card holder, I think. Best in your hands there. Plus, you haven't said hi to Seth yet. She's a little hungry, so I might just go grab her a bite. Might.
Knowing what I know about him, is that a wise idea to let him just
That's
wander
not for
off?
me to say.
Yeah. Ness's thing, if he has like an escort. So based off of how Garrett kind of acts, and Garrett would also have interacted with with Manic, would also know that. So you don't necessarily have to escort him because someone else will likely escort him. In that regard. So take that as you will.
See, as when I did go with him yesterday, well, technically that was Nam. Think how things went yesterday. I will be joining him.
Uh-huh. Probably a good idea.
All right. Um. Well then, thank you for accompanying me to get breakfast. It's weird. Oddly, I'm hungry, but I know that Nam ate. It's weird, you know. Same body and all. Oh, Garrett. Garrett.
You mean Charlie?
No,
Oh, you just...
getting your name wrong on purpose.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get food.
Okay.
And Kimberly wanted to join me for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, I assume, right?
I could always stay here. We could talk
No,
more.
no, you guys go on ahead. That's fine. That's fine. I'll be
Cool. You've
here.
got Oscar digging in
Oscar
the
and Faye
bushes,
will be
probably.
here eventually. They're a better company than you.
So, well, like, how would you rank us then?
Oh, you're at the bottom.
On a scale from 1 to murder, what would you
Oh, I
equate
wouldn't
those?
murder any of you, but if I would, it'd be Kimberly. So she's at the bottom.
Just in current company or all of us?
What?
Just in current company or all of us?
Out of everybody.
Well, I'm touched.
No,
I don't know
right
if that's
above
something.
Kimberly, right, is Ariel.
Wow. Oh, I guess that makes sense because you wouldn't be able to, but
Oh.
that's fine.
Um,
I'm hungry.
then Oscar, then Nam. Manic's right above Nam because he's fun to talk to. Then Faye because she does nothing. Go
Wait,
get
is
your
that so?
food.
That's the top of the murder scale. You would murder
No.
Faye
I would
or
not.
bottom?
No, bottom is the top
Oh,
of the
okay.
murder scale. I would
So you
murder
reverse the
Kimberly.
roles. I see. Okay. Anyways, food time.
Food
Excuse me.
time.
Uh. hmm.
So, back in
So
the hallway.
yeah, I have every intention to go to the cafeteria.
I know. Eventually. Um,
No, right now actually, for
in the
different
hallway,
reasons.
Nam is running down this hallway.
Oh, that hallway, not the hallway to the cafeteria.
No.
Fuck. You threw me for a loop there.
Nam is running down the hallway. It seems so infinite as it just keeps going and going, and the names keep changing, but they're all still C last names.
Uh, do I have any other people that I know of that would be interesting to look into? Uh,
Excuse me. There's a voice coming from behind you, and you turn. Standing there, you see a man of average height. Man, maybe around 5'9", 5'10", with cyan-colored hair and beard. The hair is a little messy. He's wearing a blue suit with a white shirt, no tie, and there is a key hanging around his neck on a chain. And you see his arms are crossed. Hello?
hi.
What you doing here?
I don't know. Um, are you here often?
Quite a bit, in fact.
Do
Probably the
you...
most.
Interesting. Are you... You're not... Are you, let me change. Oh no, that turned green. You're not a member of Sparta? Do you know who that is? What that
What
is?
is Sparta?
That's what I figured. Okay. Great. This is helpful. My name is Nam. I came from that doorway down there in that infinite spectrum void of
You see as
doors.
he just waves his hand and you're back in front of your door. This
Okay.
one?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great. No, that's great. So you must be a caretaker of this place.
I'm the guardian
The Guardian.
of
Does the
the
Guardian...
Nexus.
This is called the Nexus. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's valuable information, and I appreciate that. My name is, like I said, Nam. Do you have a name, or is it just do you go by
You
Guardian?
see as you're talking to him, he starts examining your door. Are you? I don't have to kick you out.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were gonna murder me.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna be
love that.
completely
It's
honest.
been years, decades even, I think, since the last person that was connected to me. Not me. Sorry, the Nexus.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
so you're connected to the Nexus, which means you're allowed to be here, and I don't have to kick you out. Oh, that's great. I hate kicking people out. No, I don't hate it, but it gets tiresome. Um,
How
Hi,
would some right?
I'm
Yeah. Hi.
Vortex.
Vortex. Kind of a suitable name for this void. Um,
Uh huh.
so I'm gonna be honest. I I really don't know if I'm able to be here.
What do you
There
mean?
was
You're here, therefore you're able to be here.
right, but I didn't do this willingly. Okay?
Did you
This
not
was
enter through the door?
well, I entered through a door, but I didn't know it would do that. It hadn't done that before. This is a whole new experience. It's never done this.
Oh,
And so, normally, sorry if I'm acting a little strange. I'm kind
it's
of just
okay.
having a
I've
bit of a
dealt with
nervous breakdown.
plenty of strange people.
I would imagine. I can't imagine that I'm the first one that has come through here that can do this. So, but back to the point. There was a thing. It was like a person. It was like a shadowy thing with glowing yellow eyes, and it wanted me to open the door. And
Okay.
he said open the door, but he looked at the door behind him. So I ran through my door, which was the door behind me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time that I entered this area. But I had seen this place like a dream, and someone was dead in it with this
Dead.
blue liquid everywhere.
He looks down at himself. Could it have been me?
Do you bleed blue?
I've never bled before, so I don't
Could
even
be.
think I can.
Uh, hmm. It, we can kind of test it.
I don't really want to.
I know you don't really want to, but this is for your own safety.
I'm
I'm not saying cut you. What I'm saying is scratch. I got some fingernails. Just a quick see what color comes up. Because even if it doesn't break skin, the blood will still come to the surface, and then we can tell what blood it is.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm an
We're trying to
entirely
get
mental
this.
being.
And I saw a person die in in this mental place.
Okay. Do you see things a lot?
If I'm honest, no. Yesterday was the first time seeing something. Um, and it came true when I saw it yesterday.
Ah, so you get premonitions.
I wasn't entirely sure if it was real because last time it happened, it kind of happened under stress, and I've seen crazy things happen under stress involving my other self. But
Other other yourself?
so that was the other thing.
Should I go in there? Make sure everything's
No,
okay?
no. If I'm honest, here, let's do this instead. You can manifest doors, right? You could take us to spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Take us to man.
Man
Manic.
manic.
Hmm.
Manic man? Kind of a name's Manic Man.
It's the name that he gave himself. I don't know.
Okay, is he the other one in there?
He's the other door. Yeah.
Okay.
But
You see as Vortex moves his hand and a blank door appears. Well, that's never
eh,
happened before. Let me try it again. Huh. Okay. I'm sorry, Manic Man doesn't have a door here.
I guess it was just a self-given name. Maybe he actually has a name and just doesn't know it himself. Um, what happens if you try to open a door that doesn't have a name?
I don't know.
Prefer not to try.
I would also prefer not to
Honest.
try.
Okay. Well, the thing is that you're clearly the guardian here, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And Vortex, thank you so much for explaining this to me.
You're welcome.
But so can you see down an infinite
I
amount?
see
You kind of just appear.
everyone's door.
There's no one else here, right?
No.
And you would know that.
Yes. No one else is supposed to be here anyway. No one else is here. Don't worry about it. I would know.
Okay. See, the problem is that I saw someone dead and I couldn't tell who. Uh, I don't have any weapons on me, right?
I don't see any weapons on you.
I'm patting myself. I don't have any weapons on me, right? Narrator?
You do not.
Cool. All right. Well, the thing is that while you are a very kind host here, I don't really want you rummaging in my given space
I'm not. I don't
because
rummage. My
rummage
job
was a
is to
poor choice of
protect
words.
all the mines, and you have one. So, if there's something in there, I should check.
The thing is that he's not there either, though. So what I mean by that is that my other self, he- the manic that he
Uh-huh.
describes himself, manic is currently in possession, in control. So he's not there either.
Ah.
Although, yeah, so he tried to turn around and go through his door to see if he could find his way through this space, but he couldn't see this space. So I don't know what that other entity was, but it might want to get here, and that's a danger.
So you think if I go inside your mind, it might try and use me to get here?
Yes.
Well, it can't. So,
Okay, well, I mean, obviously you are an existential being that has almighty control over this. I literally can't stop you from doing that,
oh, you
of
can.
going in there. But I just highly recommend that you don't. But
I cannot enter unless you let me.
oh,
So, yeah.
hmm,
I have rules I'm supposed to follow. I don't always follow them, but I'm supposed to.
what happens if you don't?
I get punished.
By
My bosses.
who are your bosses?
That is that would be very hard to explain, especially to someone who doesn't even know what this is. So,
You make a valid argument. I will redact my question. Um,
maybe at a later date.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I This is one of the only few times that I might actually get answers on who Manic is. And he might get answers on who he is. This is the reason that I came here, is to figure out what was wrong with me. Maybe. Okay.
It's really weird that you talk to yourself out loud.
I kind of have to. I've been doing it for a good few years now, but it wasn't to me. It was to Manic. Long story short, I Nam Sin. I don't know if there needs to be some sort of ritual for this. I Nam Sinam
Uh-huh.
am granting you, Guardian of the Nexus Vortex, access to my mind.
Uh-huh. You could have just said you can go in,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and it would have
You
been
can go
fine.
in. You can go in. This one time, with me present. The moment I am not present, you are to leave immediately.
Okay. And Vortex opens the door. Heads inside.
I'm
In the
following
real
him.
world.
I'm going first. I'm in first,
Okay.
and then him.
In
'Cause
the
he cannot
real
be in there
world.
without me in there. Oh, I'm fucking stressing. And who knew playing 2 characters is a problem?
Nah. That means you can. If there's a scene that doesn't have Nam in it, Mannequins is there. So you head to the cafeteria.
I'm getting a big old plate of fugly French toast
Uh-huh.
with its delectable fork and knife, correct?
Yes.
Fascinating.
Is he saying this out loud?
Yeah, probably. It's probably saying it out loud. It's facetious enough to be out loud.
Uh-huh.
This plate of French toast, fork and knife, ready to go. Let's go sit down. Thanks for joining me, Kimberly. I can also do this now again.
I was gonna say the plan was to act normal, but
This is
you
my
can
normal.
yeah, you concern me slightly.
Again, boiling rage. Um,
She's gonna eye the fork and knife a little suspiciously.
Uh-huh.
they're like plastic utensils, right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't give us metal ones, I imagine.
They're not giving Nam metal ones at least.
I'm now imagining everybody else gets metal utensils and he gets like the colored like kids utensils, the big
Yes.
fork and knife that's like basically can't cut yourself on your palm.
Personalized with his name.
Oh, that's hilarious in my head. No, yeah, I'll still take this plastic utensil and I will eat my French toast. And I will be attempting to squirrel the knife away. Even though it's a plastic knife.
Okay. Can you roll hide from view?
Hide from view. Oh, Manic is not great at this.
Didn't think so.
Buddy, you need to relax. It's dice, dude. Come on. Every time I touch my dice, he just like, ooh.
I just hear it's a
Okay,
dice,
that's
dude.
okay. This French toast. No, probably like as I'm eating the French toast, definitely probably will knock something to the floor to pick it up, and that's when I'll do the hideaway of the knife.
So people do look at you, but it doesn't bring too much attention.
Whatever. Fork. So Kimberly, what do you want to do today?
Do you think that Ariel is in rescuing danger?
Hmm.
Or do you think we can trust Charlie a little bit in what he says about she'll be back?
I think she'll be back. My main concern is that not all of her, but I don't think that they would go to that extreme for something as mundane as breaking a hand. I mean, God, I killed someone. I'm still here. Granted, I suppose it was a higher official's hand, but this place doesn't usually do eye for an eye.
Has there been any mention of the fact that something happened yesterday? Like any sort of like PA announcement or anything?
No.
Keeping it quiet. Suspicious.
Keeping it quiet. Keeping it quiet as we fled from like 10 people and busted out cameras, slammed a door, and a guy got electrocuted.
Yep.
Keeping it silent. So in my humble opinion, I think she's fine. Worst case scenario, she comes back with a couple bruises.
The question is, do we lay low or do we try and find her?
I don't think we will find her. The only reason we found the other room was by sheer luck. Let's be honest here. We happen to know of a general direction that we were going. We have no idea where Ariel's at. The question is what else can that key card get us into?
Trouble. Most likely.
I mean, we're walking on eggshells here. Going the wrong direction gets us in trouble. You know what? It does sound interesting, though. That room with the different colored things. We didn't go in it. We just kind of looked through the glass. There was another room beyond it. What do you think's in there?
So you're saying we should go investigate around where something major happened yesterday?
Well, that's not the place where it happened. It's just in correlation, you know?
Was that room before or after the
It was before.
keypad? Okay.
Yeah, so the way that the layout was that we went to it, we saw the colored things, and then the colored valves that went up into the thing that traversed down the hallway that led into several branching paths. And then we went down one specific path, and that took us to the door where I shouldn't keep saying we. I killed somebody at the doorway over there. But that was like down a couple hallways.
So here's a plan. You obviously are upset. We can blame that on Ariel going missing and that you are angrily trying to find her. And I'm just trying to keep an eye on you. Which, not a complete lie, to be quite
I
honest.
think that is actually probably the closest thing to a truth than anything that was said today.
We're going with purpose. Just one slightly to the left of that.
Right.
We're not looking for Ariel, we're looking for answers in that room.
Which could be where Ariel's at. Well, sounds like we've got ourselves a deal. I'm going to dispose of my remaining French toast. It wasn't that good. And I'll see you in the courtyard.
We're gonna go talk to Seth first.
Right. But I'm going to see you in the courtyard. Because
Oh, I'm not leaving your side.
right. No, that what I'm saying is that I'm going with you to the courtyard. So that way you can enjoy your personal time there, and I can enjoy my personal time there within eyesight of understanding. Because we still have to be there anyways as a designated whatchamacallit that these people are putting us through. They're probably there now, Oscar and Faye, so let's make our way there now? Yes? No? Unless you have something? Do you need the bathroom?
I'm following you. Against my better judgment, but I'm following you.
Following me to make sure that I don't disappear from behind you, basically.
Keeping an eye on you so you're not behind me stabbing me in the back.
That would never stab you in the back. It would be like a gentle push with a dagger. It'd be fine.
It would be slow.
For-
it would not be.
for-
It would not be fun. If anything, you wouldn't even know that I was there anymore. That's the bigger problem.
For just asking for no reason. The gear that I have picked out is on me usually, or is it stashed
It's
somewhere?
usually stashed on you somewhere.
Okay.
Wait, the gear we picked is stashed on us?
Yes.
I want to make sure you understand that the gear that
You
I
have a
picked was
shotgun, I
fucking
assume.
Shotgun? Are you telling me that I'm stashing a shotgun on me?
I never said how big of the shotgun was.
I don't think that's the problem here. I think the problem is that you're now allowing Manic to hold a shotgun.
I am, in fact, allowing Manic to hold a shotgun.
Okay. I didn't need this butter knife. I've got a fucking hunting knife. Where's my equipment? Where's this list? Hold on. It's somewhere up here.
And you
Where
don't
the
have the
fuck is
whole
this?
list. But...
No, I know, but I chose 2 things from it. Gear, shotgun and a big knife.
Okay, I'm going to say specifically, if it is unreasonable to hide on your person, then you do not have it on your person.
Right. My question is then what is... I can get away with probably
You can get away with the knife.
a single... Yeah, like the knife. The big knife is what it's called.
Yeah, it's basically like a
question for the
combat
narrator.
knife. Yes.
How many stabby objects are reasonable to be hidden on my person?
How many do you have access to?
3.
You could reasonably hide 3 stabby objects on your person.
Yeah, it's not too... Unless you're talking about like a spear or something.
I picked all the stabby objects I could.
I picked one for both Nam and Manic. Can you guess which one was Manic's?
I would actually guess the knife.
Oh no, it's definitely the shotgun because it's called Messy.
Oh
boy.
I am reading descriptions, yeah. I was thinking the other way, the proximity aspect of it.
Oh.
He likes being up close and personal.
He does. He also likes
shotguns.
harm. I don't know, maybe is there such a thing as like a single shot hand shotgun?
Not that he has access to.
We could I'll get in discussion with you on that because I actually have an idea on how we could make that work. To where he has a shotgun that would be single hand because he might also hurt himself with the kickback of such a small shotgun blast. And Manic would be all for the self-pain.
He's a masochist and a sadist at the same time.
He's just a mess. Anyways, going.
He is a mess.
Courtyard.
Okay, so you go back to the courtyard.
What were you saying, Courtney?
We're dancing along one of my favorite tropes, which is characters who have unreasonable number of weapons hidden on them somewhere.
Yeah, you guys have an unreasonable amount of weapons hidden on you.
What did I find this big ass knife?
Love it.
Just found it hanging out in this place. I'm like, ooh, yoink.
Mine.
Stashing that away.
Okay, back to the courtyard.
Yup, I've got a plastic butter
go
knife.
back
I'm
into
putting
the
that in my gear.
courtyard. Oscar is back to digging in his bush, and Faye is sitting on the bench. Ironic for Manic to say.
I'm gonna go sit down next to Faye.
I do need to go talk to. Look, I don't. She doesn't probably like me too much, considering I forcibly moved her from the previous room. It's probably better that you dock with her to get that, thingy that guy's digging for. But, just me.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the bus first then.
And I will stand here chatting it up with Charlie / Garrett.
So, Kimberly, you go into the bus.
Did you give me the French toast?
Yeah. Yeah. Quote unquote disposed. It's in my fucking pocket.
It's not
Slide
very
that out.
tasty anymore, but
Look, food is food. She can deal. It's probably got butter on it and crap.
it was in your
A little
pocket.
bit of
It's got
lint.
something.
It's got tons of junk. But yeah, no, I'd slyly pass that along to you. Probably in your palm. Just hand you a wad of French toast.
Alright. I'm gonna go open the door of the bus.
Okay. As she's sitting there and just letting her laying down, just oh hello,
Morning.
morning.
I'm just gonna hold up the the French toast.
Well,
I heard you were hungry.
at least it's food.
Debatable, but here you go.
Barely.
It's edible, so it'll work.
Anything's edible once.
Yeah, but this is made with food. Doesn't matter if
Probably.
it's good food. At least it's food.
Alright, so you want caught up with everything? Or
Do I need to be?
I don't know. We talked to Cloud.
I don't. Okay. Well, that's good at least.
They're real. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like the worst person to get any information from. So
I hope you're comfortable here in
I'm really not,
our little
but
hangout.
I will suffer through it.
I mean, we can see where you rank on Charlie's favorite people. And she kind of like,
He doesn't know who I am, and he
Just-
doesn't know that I'm here, and he shouldn't. So I'm good not doing that.
that's what I figured. So,
I was saying it's not comfortable, but I can deal with it. I've slept in less comfortable places.
did we discuss at all what I would talk to her, or am I just giving her food?
I think you
Yeah.
were
Oh, you
just
were
giving
grabbing
her
the key
food.
card from her.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna grab the key card out from where I have it hidden. Just want to give you that, get this, and
Don't die out there. That would really suck.
yeah, who would bring you food?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not more talkative.
I mean, is there anything that you want to know?
I doubt you know anything about Entity Point.
Do I know anything about Entity Point?
Other than that, for some reason, the UEG put a force field around the entire state of Colorado because of it.
Okay, I'll tell her that.
Oh, I knew that part, I think. What you know about Entity Point is that that was the town that survived the fracturing. And that's it.
Hey, do you know anything about a weird blue hallway?
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay.
It's where all the mines are connected, I think. Don't ask me to
Okay.
explain it, I can't.
Is that pretty much what Nam had told her?
Yes.
Or Manic, whoever it was? Yeah. Um, is it dangerous for someone to be there out of curiosity?
Well, the last time I was in there, someone was trying to destroy one of my friend's mines, so I don't know, you tell me.
So it doesn't sound like a great time. And
It wasn't.
I I really wouldn't like two friends to be in danger actively. Um, is there a way for me to like warn somebody that it's a dangerous place to be? If they're there,
If they're there, I have no idea.
theoretically.
I have no idea. You have to be able either be able to get there yourself or have someone that can take you there.
What does that mean?
Exactly what I said. I can't really explain it any more than that because I don't know.
I'm just gonna just kind of stare at her for a minute. Okay then.
I'm sorry, I cannot be more helpful.
I'm just. Maybe I'll stop by later. I don't know.
Okay, I will be here.
Hopefully.
I hope so.
Can I real quick check my cameras
Okay.
while I'm in the bus?
Yeah.
Anything out of the ordinary?
No.
Like more guards in any area?
Not that you notice.
Okay. Um. Okay. Rehide that and then go back out to the courtyard.
As this is happening, Nam. Aren't you glad you get to change your lights all the time?
I do. That's why I got this.
Yeah.
Switch.
Wish I had a
I'm all for it.
switch.
Yeah.
Mine's all manual.
Oh no, I mean mine's kind of like.
Mine's I have to stand up and change the film thing.
Oh yeah, that sounds like it sucks.
My girlfriend's usually here to do it for me, but she's not today. So you enter the interrogation room with Vortex following behind.
We lost before, or like when you're talking about the changing colors. It's the last we heard.
Well, that's pretty much and then I said you go into the interrogation room.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Vortex following behind. This is an interesting mind you have here.
Yeah.
Usually they're bigger.
Bigger?
Yeah, they're not usually the small. Where do you keep your memories?
Hmm. That's a different question altogether, I feel.
Yeah, typically, well, the ones I've experienced, one was like a library, one was like an office. They typically have some sort of way that they contain their memories, but yours is just this. And that door over there. So
We
interesting.
we kind of have like a shared memory thing going on.
Ah, so I'm willing to bet that it's through the other door.
Oh, maybe. No, that makes sense. I never really thought of it that way. I didn't think that people stored their memories like that. Granted, I didn't think people do this with this.
Well,
And I
typically,
explained to the whole room.
yeah. Well, typically, people's minds manifest in different ways whenever they go into their mind, like how you do, but yours manifests in a very different way than most. Who's manic again?
So what's a way to describe manic, huh?
He's another mind
In
inside your head. It's not like a different personality or identity. It's simply there's two minds inside your head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the best way to
Which is
describe
not
that.
normal.
No, I gather that much.
Do you know what's through that door?
No, I've never tried. The biggest thing that I always feared was that going through that door would involve, well, going through that door. And that's where manic comes from. I have no reason to go through there.
I would suggest going through there at some point. I can't,
Must
or I
I?
won't.
Okay.
Is he here
The,
right
the,
now?
no. So the thing is that he's in control, so he's kind of he's here but not. This is where the control is.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we switch, they appear here. The other one will come through their door, and then we swap that way.
Okay.
So the fact that he's not here means that he's still in control,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
That's the best way I can do
I
to
guess that would
describe
make
that.
sense. I don't see this shadowy form, though.
hmm
Maybe it left?
It left once Manic came from his door.
Okay.
Once I went through mine, I went back in because I was kind of freaking out, and the thing was gone. And then Manic came through his door.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's probably safe to go through the door, right?
Wouldn't know. I don't know your mind.
And look, if anything, you know just as much as I do. Okay. Well, what's the worst thing that can happen, right? Only death and dismemberment. Yay.
So, is Nam going over to open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Manic. Nam is about to open your door.
Uh, no. I will attempt to lock him out of my door.
Okay. For a brief moment, it's as if Manic is in a daze. As Manic, you walk through your door and see Nam is about to reach it. So Tyler, you're gonna have to play Nam and Manic at the same time.
I have seen my error now. All right. You're definitely gonna have to interject with Vortex though, otherwise I'm gonna
I
feel
know.
like I'm DMing, and that's gonna be
No,
weird.
so the door opens. Manic opens the door, and Vortex is like, hello.
Hi. Yeah. So this is off limits. All right?
Is it?
I'm going to close the door behind
It's
me.
his mind.
It's our mind.
Oh,
all right?
it's his
You're
mind.
New here.
You seem to be
Mm-mm.
hitching a ride.
No. So, all right, Nam, you need to tell him to leave because he's not allowed to be here. You and I both know this. All right? So you need to leave because
I'm not going to do that. There's some shadowy being in here, maybe, and I think it might be back there.
I know that there's a shadowy being here. He was here. He was talking about opening the door. Right. And so you did open the door and then brought him to this guy. How do you know that this isn't the shadowy guy messing with you?
How do we know you're not the shadowy guy messing with him?
Because I've been with him. This shadowy thing, this presence thing, has only been since yesterday.
Uh-huh.
If I was going to mess with him, it would have happened day one, believe me. Because as much as it was funny to see him freak out, now he's pissing me off by being here. Just like you are.
Uh-huh.
So I repeat the question. Nam, how do you know that this isn't the shadow guy? I guess I technically don't know, but he seems genuine, real, and in all honesty, he kind of got me back here. So I don't know. It's like rules or something that he has to abide by.
Also, according to Nam, the shadowy thing wanted to go through your door.
Apparently, maybe it just needed a door opened. I don't know why. I don't know what for. So let the beads lie where they are. I don't know why they want it to come through this door.
This might sound rude. What are you?
To be honest, I really don't know. I want to say I'm Nam's more adventurous half.
You
The
see,
subtle details in his mind that sit there in the perk.
that might normally be true, but based on what I can see and sense, you're a whole nother mind inside of his. You're not like different parts of his personality. You're not a different version of him in his own mind. You're another mind inside of his. So I would really like to know what's through that door. But
So question for you, I guess. Would I know now returning to this room, would I have recollection of what Nam had been doing?
yes.
Okay. You were going to say moving on to, I'm assuming you were going to be switching to Courtney
No.
with what you were saying?
Not just yet.
Oh, I thought you were saying something to switching sides. Okay.
Not just yet.
Okay. So I don't have a door, right? And you said in your own words that is the passage to all minds.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly I'm not a mind within his mind. I am half of Nam.
Uh-huh.
Based off that description, right?
Except
So,
Manic is not might not be your name. In which case, of course, Manic Man wouldn't appear as a door.
well, I'm not giving you access to my room. You needed access to come here. You do not have access to my room.
I know.
That
He
doesn't
does.
mean that I don't. Yeah. Oh, really? So you're going to try to force your way past me? That's not going to work.
I forced my way into plenty of minds. Yours is no different.
Okay. Question for you then. Narrator
Yes.
from Nam. I wouldn't happen to have a knife on me, would I? As Manic.
Yes, you would.
I'm going to draw said knife. Now, by the looks of you, you don't seem to be, well versed in fighting. So,
Maybe not physical.
that's not going to go well for you.
But
As
I'm a being of the mind.
I will lunge at him with the
Okay,
knife.
please roll take up arms.
I hate everything that you have caused me to do.
I haven't caused
I
you
hate-
to do anything, Tyler.
Take up arms, you say, huh?
Yes.
He's just not gonna talk to you.
No.
Me
She watches the spot.
or Tyler.
Tyler.
No, she might not. We'll
Oh, is
explain.
this character something to do with hers?
We'll explain after the session.
Ooh, that's not good.
Is it?
Not
So-
good.
Well,
Or not good.
Would you get away from my
Who is it
dice?
not good
Oh,
for?
It's not good for him. I got
Oh.
it in total an 11.
Oh. No, it's
9
not.
plus 2.
Okay.
Get off of my dice. Well, now the cat's messed with the dice, so I have to reroll.
No. Okay, so 10
Oh,
plus.
actually, now here's an important question.
Yes.
Nam was the one that used Jinx, correct?
Correct.
Would
Dice thief.
I, as
Dice
Nam,
thief.
use? I got what you were saying afterwards. I didn't even see this little devil. Could I use that other side of Jinx to mess with Manic?
Yes, you can.
This is so weird. So I'm giving him -1 forward, so that will reduce it to 10. Am I able to use tokens to reduce his?
No.
Okay. Then I guess it
But
ultimately
It does
won't.
mean, luckily, he doesn't get an extra effect, but it's you and your enemy hurt each other doing the harm rating of your weapons and attacks. So how much does the big knife do?
It says 1 harm.
Okay. So you go over, you lunge at Vortex, stabbing him, stabbing him in his shoulder. Like you stab, and his hand presses against your chest, and this pulse of cyan energy slams you against the wall, dealing 2 harm. Back against your door. And the knife is sticking in his shoulder. He's like, fuck, god damn it. You know what, Nam? I think I might be able to bleed.
Is he bleeding blue?
You see, he pulls the knife out, and blue blood is seeping from his shoulder.
Ah!
And we're going to switch over to Kimberly.
I hate everything. Why would you make me do this?
Kimberly, Manic seems to be having a moment. He's been dazed for a bit too long now.
Is he by Charlie or is he?
I think he
Elsewhere
was
in the
by
courtyard.
Charlie. Nam, you're taking a bit too long. Come on, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's not me. I'm not there anymore. Right, never mind.
Just gonna watch for a second.
He's still just dazed. And Charlie seems actually a little concerned now. Nam, are you okay? Kind of shakes him a little bit. Nothing happens. He grabs his radio. Dr. Garrett to the courtyard, please. Dr. Garrett to the courtyard. Something's going on with Nam.
So, can I actually guide him when he's like that? Is he kind of just like in a stupor, or is he like
He's
not
just kind of
responsive,
like
won't even walk?
Yeah, you can push him around and he'll walk.
Right, so I'll kind of go up and, like, concerned and guide him to the closest table.
Yeah, and you just kind of sit him down. And Faye's just sitting there, and she's like, "Is he okay? What's going on?"
I don't know, I left him alone for like 2 seconds. I thought he was okay because Charlie was watching him and he's such great friends with Charlie.
Nam, are you okay?
Like-
And there's no response.
Um, can I use my last 3 the last of my 3 dots?
Yes.
How does this mystery connect to the bigger picture?
So you're thinking. Nam described a couple things. This hallway. I don't remember. Did Nam or Manic mention the shadowy person? I believe so.
Think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The shadowy person in mind. The grander picture of these things seems how are they connected? There might be some connection between this shadowy person, this hallway, and the simulations. But whatever's going on with Nam and Manic, it must be connected to the shadowy figure. It must be.
Out of curiosity, would I be able to sense if there was still some, like, how to describe it, like a Bluetooth kind of connection with the simulations linking him, despite the fact he's not hooked up to the simulation itself?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, but there doesn't seem to be any direct connection like that.
So there's not like anything like hanging in the air that I would be able to pick up.
No.
Have we talked previously, um, Kimberly and Nam, about ways to like kind of like snap him out of this? Like if Manic was in control, like
I
like flip
don't
back and forth.
think, because normally the way was just to restrain Namek or restrain Manic until he kind of grew bored. This is probably the first time he's been in a stupor like this. So this is new. So, yeah.
I'm gonna keep trying to like snap him out of it, like gentle shake.
Nothing seems to work. But as that's going on, the camera smash cuts again
Like Manic against the door.
as Manic slams against the door.
What the fuck would Nam do here?
Vortex drops the knife on the floor and just is grabbing his shoulder as this blue blood starts seeping out of him. Uh, Nam, you're gonna have to deal with it at a different time. As he just slowly steps out of the door and it shuts.
Oh, dramatic
Literally
moments.
nicking over here.
God
and
damn
he's just
it.
like, I'm flipping out.
It's excellent timing. Your internet has a sense of humor.
It does have a sense of humor, and I hate it.
Losing it.
What was the last thing I said?
He dropped the knife to the floor and was bleeding this blue blood.
Okay.
And then
Oh, yeah, okay. And then Vortex looks over at Nam and starts backing out. He's like, um, I might have to come back a different time to help you. I'm so sorry. But he steps out of the room and the door shuts.
I'm gonna take the knife. Nam in his hand is taking and holding the knife. I'm in control here. Move. Is that really what you think? Is that really what you want? Do you know what you want? That's why we came here, is to find answers. Not just for me, but also for you. So move. And I think in this situation, it would make more sense for you to be in control of Manic for this.
Okay. So last thing he said is move. Right?
Correct.
And why would I do that?
Because you are looking for answers. This is the easiest way to do that. You can't talk to him, but I can. Once I figure out an answer, then I can bring that to you.
I don't know if you can handle what's back. And as much as it doesn't seem like it, I don't want you to get hurt either.
By the way, quick question. When Manic got hurt, did Nam get hurt as well? Did he feel pain when Manic
Yes.
got hurt? Checks out. In this mental world.
Uh-huh.
This took a very substantial turn, I'll have you know. All right. So, listen. The thing is that we're not getting anywhere out there in the facility. Yes, we might have a means of escape, but we don't have anything beyond that. What will we do without this information? Yes, I might get hurt. Yes, I might do this. But what I do know is that right now I need to go in there. So move. And I'm going to two hands brandish the knife towards him.
Now, I could be mean and have you roll.
Ooh, my
would-
cat almost just turned off my computer.
Oh
You need
no!
to relax.
Oh
You need
no!
to, he jumped on top of my PC box, and all it is a button on top to turn
Yeah,
it off.
mine is also just a button.
You need to relax.
Now, for normal interactions like this, I would have you roll force their hand.
I can roll force. That's fine.
But there is a very specific reason I'm not gonna have you roll. And that's because Manic is also you.
This is the weird. I have no idea how to think of this.
So, I'm in charge until you get back.
Fine.
And Manic's going to step aside.
And I will step through his door.
Excellent. quickly shift back over to Kimberly. Manic comes out of his daze.
Ooh. Sorry about that. A little bit of interference. Resilient, kinda. Might be the French toast getting the better of me. Did have a second portion after all. So, what were we talking about? I was a little distracted. I think you're also muted. There you go.
Care to explain yourself? What all that?
Not to Garrett. Not to Garrett.
Has actual Garrett showed up yet?
He's
No,
showing up now.
Oh, he's showing up now. Not to Garrett, as I'm pointing at Charlie.
What's going on? Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, everything's great. Grand. No, I mean it's what was it that you said the other day? Kind of close to when I started. It was a newborn experience, something like that. Something new.
New? What is it? What happened?
Oh, just some, you know, kind of fell into a daze. Was zoning out. Nothing to alarm anyone. It was just like a brief lapse of shared control, I guess is the best way to describe that. Full blown lying, but I'm lying to Garrett's face.
Yes. Can you roll influence their actions?
Yeah.
Which is something that Manic is good at.
Actually decent at. I wouldn't say good, but decent.
Having a plus in this game counts as being good at it.
Oh, all right, sweet. I'll take it. There we go. All right, you gotta relax when I roll these dice. You gotta chill. You gotta chill and look us over the edge. No. Oh my, these fucking new dice. I swear to God. A 12.
Have they been just really good to you today?
It's been either really good or bad. Like I've rolled 6 and 5 like 3 times. But then I've
Hey,
also
you
rolled
get
1 and 2.
experience.
I mean, I'm not getting experience. I rolled a 12 in total.
Nah. But when you
I
fail,
rolled a
you
1
get
and 2.
experience.
Right, and I don't think I've failed other than once. So these actually have been pretty hot tonight.
Kimberly, on the other hand.
I don't think she's rolled much.
I rolled twice. Once before to get the connect the dots, and once during where I rolled 1 and 6
Yeah, I feel bad.
for charm or whatever it was.
Okay.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
basically, with that influence their actions, he will believe you, and yeah, he will basically fully believe you.
Cool. So
Okay. Everything's fine.
everything's peachy.
Good. Good. I'm going to go back to my work.
I heard about the hand.
You see that his right arm is in a sling.
Ooh.
His hand is covered in bandages. Yes, it was not fun.
Should I be looking for a new friend, or are you planning to return the other one?
She will be back. Don't worry, she'll be fine.
When?
When I decide she can come back. He gives a slight nod and goes to leave.
She's just like slightly glaring at him. Not as
And
hard of
does
a look as
Manic
she was
have
being
any
manic
comments
earlier,
before
but
he leaves?
Nope. If he opens his mouth, he knows he's
leaves.
only going to get himself into more shit. So
Yeah.
best to stay
and
quiet. And
Garrett
let
leaves.
Kimberly handle this.
And Charlie's like, don't do that again. I don't want to have to call him.
So where does
Hopefully
Garrett
won't
rank on
happen.
your people to talk to?
No, that list was only for you guys. I can't rank my boss.
What if you could?
I never talk to him. I don't know what you want me to say.
So you're saying he'd be above even Faye?
What?
Because you said she doesn't. You like talking to her because she's quiet.
I said she because she doesn't do shit. God.
You know, Kimberly, I think this is why you're on the lowest to his rank.
Let's do something for entertainment around here.
Yeah, is there
You
a
have your ways, I
reason?
have my ways.
Sure do. Is there a reason why we are sitting in this courtroom or courtyard right now?
Um.
Garrett? Not Garrett, but it's to Charlie, but he's calling him Garrett.
Yeah. Because you haven't left yet.
Oh, did Faye and Oscar already get taken?
No, they're still here. Well, usually around this time you just kind of leave, so I was just assuming you would keep doing that.
Then I will just leave.
I guess I'll keep an eye on him.
Someone has to.
I don't mind doing your job for you, Charlie. It's fine.
My job is to stand in this courtyard. I'm doing it fine.
And keep an eye on us.
Yeah, in this courtyard.
I see you didn't specify that before.
Uh-huh.
So in reality, you're a glorified doorman?
Yes, Manic, I'm a glorified doorman.
Perfect. Could you open the door for me then?
It's already open.
I will walk through as if he had opened it for me.
Okay. Kimberly, do you follow?
She'll just kind of like and follow.
And we shift.
Must we? Can we continue with these two?
No. We shift one final time. As Nam enters Manic's door. At first, it's dark. It feels vast. You can't see anything. It's as if the lights switch on. And you see before you a vast prison. Each cell has what appears to be another Nam inside. And that is where we will end this session of Entity Point. Thank you for joining us.
What